On the powder keg of the Middle East, an unknown chess game is quietly unfolding. In 1948, a new country was born and immediately won the favor of a superpower, but behind this lies a series of complex military games and strategic layouts. When war is about to break out, the mysterious actions of the world's powerful powers raise huge questions. What are they planning? Since Israel declared its independence on May 14, 1948 and was recognized by the United States for the first time, the United States and the United Kingdom have begun to provide military support to Israel. This support was evident in Israel's early days and continued to grow in the decades that followed. Britain played a key role in the 1947 UN partition plan, proposing the establishment of a Jewish and Arab state in Palestine, thus laying the foundation for Britain's relationship with Israel. As the Palestinian-Israeli conflict continues to escalate, Israel claims to be ready for a long-term war. The United States military intervention, especially its approach to the war-torn area without prior notice, seems to conclude that other armed forces in the Middle East do not dare to intervene in this conflict. Since the outbreak of a new round of conflict between Palestine and Israel on October 7, Israel has launched continuous airstrikes on the Gaza Strip, and Palestinian armed groups such as Hamas have continued to fire rockets at Israel in response. Against this background, U.S. actions can be understood from multiple perspectives. During the Cold War, the United States viewed Israel as a key ally in the Middle East to help curb Soviet influence. The deep relationship between the two countries was highlighted by the fact that the United States provided emergency military support to Israel during the Fourth Middle East War in 1973. Both the United States and the United Kingdom regard Israel as a representative of democratic values and the rule of law. They believe that supporting Israel contributes to their common interests and strengthens their cooperative relations. Defense cooperation between the United States and Israel is extensive and includes military assistance, intelligence sharing and joint military exercises. This kind of cooperation not only strengthens the technological and military advantages of the United States, but is also an important aspect of the United States and Britain's support for Israel. There are powerful pro-Israel lobby groups in the United States such as the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, AIPAC, which politically lobby Congress and the executive branch to support Israel. In the UK, political and public opinion support for Israel is smaller but still present. Both the United States and the United Kingdom have expressed support for the Middle East peace process and believe that supporting Israel's military capabilities is one of the means to ensure regional stability and peace negotiations. Since the 9/11 terrorist attacks, the United States has strengthened its anti-terrorism cooperation with Israel and regards it as part of the global anti-terrorism strategy. Israel's intelligence and counter-terrorism capabilities are critical to the United States. Under this series of strategic considerations, U.S. Secretary of Defense Austin announced that a small-scale U.S. Special Operations Force has cooperated with Israel to perform planning and intelligence tasks. The Israeli military claimed that a plane carrying American weapons and ammunition had landed at an Israeli air base. In addition, the Ford aircraft carrier battle group arrived in the Mediterranean area, and the U.S. Navy deployed quick reaction forces and was ready to perform special operations missions close to Israel. The United States also ordered the acceleration of the production of Israeli weapons orders, especially ammunition for the Iron Dome air defense system, sending a strong signal of support for Israel to the outside world, especially Hamas. Britain also took action, sending 2 Royal Navy warships and several reconnaissance aircraft to the Mediterranean. British Prime Minister Sunak said that starting from the 13th, British troops will fly in the region with the purpose of tracking threats to regional stability, such as the delivery of weapons to terrorist organizations. The UK also stated that it is ready to provide practical support to Israel at any time, although the actions of the United States and Britain may trigger reactions from armed forces in the Middle East. They do not seem to be worried about these warnings and believe that these forces will not intervene in the war. However, the United States should know that once it sets off a bloody storm in the Middle East, various armed forces will not sit idly by. Therefore, the actions of the United States and Britain may pose a threat to the stability of the Middle East and may even lead to the escalation of regional conflicts. Our video ends here. Remember to subscribe so we can meet again in the next video. Goodbye everyone.